In this new energy, we can use our intention to create positive, beneficial outcomes. It is very important to realize that as we move into our burgeoning roles as creators, we are taking responsibility for creating what happens around us. Remember, given the massive energy we've embodied, the clearing we've done, and the shifting we've gone through, we're now beginning to impact what happens in our world. Wednesday, I was driving on the highway when I noticed the cars coming towards me suddenly stop. A deer ran out into the highway in front of them and headed for my lane. I had a split second to make a decision. My intention was clear. There was no way my car was hitting that deer. I stepped on my brakes. The doe looked about 20 feet away, and I wondered how I could stop. Then, in an instant, everything was otherworldly. My car stopped on the spot. Spontaneously, the vehicles behind me did too, as if their ability to run had been removed. Every car was silent and still. The doe stared straight at me, and her legs seemed to gyrate on the pavement as she moved across the road. Finally, she reached the other side. All the cars on both sides were still waiting. The patience and concern shown by drivers was impressive. There was no honking, no one trying to get around anyone else. They all waited to see if there were more deer, but there was only one, so we slowly began to drive again in a respectful, orderly manner. Something unusual had happened. I felt like divine intervention. The busy highway scene had simply come to an abrupt, effortless halt. My thought was, this is the new earth. Our intention is creating what we want to see happen, and because our power is growing, our impact is expanding. I have seen intention work in my own life where it had immediate results to change the outcome, but this was the first time I saw it on such a big scale. We are entering a new time, and we are going to see this happening. Each of us is responsible for creating what is around us, and as we do this, we will have an impact. We can no longer try to work with the old system and change things there. It's too time-consuming and problematic. We must do it at a higher level, and we've been shown that's where we have to work. We will be endlessly frustrated if we keep trying to solve the problems at the level of 3D. Where the deer crossed the road was where the accident was a week ago. I wrote about feeling the energy of an accident just as it happened, but before I got to it, as I was driving home from the store. This time, in the new earth energy, the experience was completely different. It shifted because of the intention to shift it. We have to own our power. It's time. We have to move into our roles as creators. That's why we are here. Many are asking now, what is their purpose? We are here to create our world. The world we want to live in. The peaceful, beautiful, magical, heart-based world that supports us and nurtures and nourishes us. We are going to notice the expanding power of our intention and ability to create on a large scale. We are going to feel the holiness of what's happening. This will seem like pure divine magic and power. And this is what we are bringing through now. Because with all this energy, all these codes, all these gateways, all this recalibration, all this embodiment. We have made this a part of who we are. We are glowing with all this new energy. So continue doing your work. Use your intention. Use it to override what you don't want to have happen. See what does happen. We never learn how it works if we don't try it. The more we practice, the better we get at this process. And the more who are taking part, the faster it will go. Many more are starting to come into alignment and take notice. Share what you know. We're in this together. This was an article by Terry Andrews, read for you by Adriana.